Welcome to New Possibilities. I speak truth to power without fear. Before I get started with this video, I want to remind people that every Monday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I have live Google Hangouts. And this past Monday, we talked about Black women going their own way. And I want to shout out the people who participated. Shout out to Miss K, the True Royal Family, and Psycho. I appreciate you all. You provided a great discussion. And I hope that you all that are watching this video right now, I hope that you can join the next Google Hangout. I haven't decided what the subject will be, but if you have ideas, feel free to leave those in the comment section or feel free to message me here on YouTube. So here's what I want to talk about. Cam Newton made some controversial statements, and most people know who he is. He's the quarterback for the Carolina Panthers. Before the Super Bowl, he said that he was an African American quarterback that may scare a lot of people. And he was basically addressing the issue of race. He was implying that race may have been a factor at that time as to why he was facing so much hostility from a lot of people. But recently he did an interview with GQ magazine. And in that interview, he downplayed the issue of race when asked about that statement that he made before the Super Bowl. So he said, I do not want this to be about race because it is not. It is not. Like, we're beyond that as a nation. So that's his statement. He said, we are beyond that as a nation. That statement is one of the most ridiculous statements that I've read in a long time, especially given the climate that we live under right now. It's like a while ago, I would read my children the story called If You Give a Mouse a Cookie, and it goes into if you give a mouse a cookie, he'll do this and that. Well, if you give a Negro some money, he will sell out. If you give a Negro some endorsement money, he will shut up and he will bow before the throne of white supremacy. How the hell can he say that we are beyond racism when Milwaukee was on fire a few days ago? How can he say we're beyond racism as a nation when every other day another black man is killed, whether it's Alton Sterling, Philando Castile, and this latest killing in Milwaukee, and Freddie Gray, and all these countless brothers and sisters, Corinne Gaines, with all these police shootings, how in the hell can this man realistically say that we are beyond racism in this country? When you look at an article that was released in the Nation magazine that said it will take 228 years for black people to catch up with white people in terms of wealth. How the hell can you say we're beyond racism when those kind of conditions exist in this country? When we have failing schools in black neighborhoods? When the unemployment rate for black people has been twice the national unemployment rate for decades? No matter who is in that White House, whether it's a Democrat or Republican, that unemployment rate in the black community has remained twice the white unemployment rate. How in the hell can somebody say that we're beyond racism when black people are subjected to mass incarceration in this country? When we're sentenced far more harshly than other groups of people, when we are targeted for police harassment and law enforcement, resulting in disproportionate numbers of black men and women being incarcerated, how the hell can you say we're beyond racism in this country? And, I know that this brother is not a fool. I know that. I know that he obviously knows what's going on. So obviously this is a case of somebody who's been bought, someone who has sold out, someone who has just abandoned his community. Like leading up to the Super Bowl, a lot of black people were rooting for this brother to win the Super Bowl. He was a symbol of pride. It was a powerful symbol of pride to see an African American quarterback go to the Super Bowl. So a lot of people were rooting for him to be victorious. And despite all that support that he received from the black community, right now he is essentially turning his back on black people by denying the existence of racism in the face of the harsh reality that all of us can see. It's plain as day to see. He wants to deny that. Deny it. This is just another reminder that we need to stop looking to these athletes and these entertainers to be spokesmen for our people. We need to stop looking to them to be activists, because most of these people have sold completely out. Most of these people couldn't care less about black people, couldn't care less about the plight of black people, just because someone receives media attention for being able to participate in a game. And that's all it is, a game. Because they can throw a ball down a field, we place them on some kind of idol type of status. And we need to stop doing that. We need to stop looking up to these people, stop viewing them as saviors. And if we want to look for a savior, if we want someone to save us from our condition, we need to look in the mirror. As has been said, many times before, and I think it was Gandhi who said this, we are the ones that we have been waiting for. We don't need these entertainers. We don't need to wait for them to bring publicity to an issue. We have to be the ones to make a difference. We have to be the ones to speak out. We have to use our channels to speak out. And these entertainers, these athletes need to be called out on their nonsense. And this is utter nonsense when you look at the plight of our people today. So tell me what you think about this issue. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Peace.